Hello class, welcome back to the geography class. Today we are going to start chapter 7 of our geography book, which is Natural Vegetation and Wildlife. Learning objectives: natural vegetation, human impact on biological environment, forest, deserts. Let's warm up. Given below are pictures of different types of forest. Identify them and write their names. Application skills. An endangered animal is an animal species that is on the brink of extinction. Extinction of an animal species means no more animals of the particular species to be alive. There are many animals that have been extinct from the face of the earth. For example, dinosaurs, mammoths, dodos, some birds, etc. Endangered animals are the animals that have a very few members of their species left. Some of them are Siberian tiger, leatherback sea turtle, snow leopards, etc. Answer the following questions. A. Who is an extinct animal? Give some examples. B. What do you mean by the term endangered species? C. Name some common endangered species. Try to find the answers of these questions by yourself. You have learnt about the ecosystem. It is the biotic part of our natural environment where all life forms exist and where all interaction takes place between the physical and the living elements. You now know that we have ecosystems on land as well as in water. Here we will discuss the land ecosystems. These ecosystems vary from place to place as they are affected by climate, soil and various other factors. In this picture, you can see ecosystem. Natural vegetation. Natural vegetation is a part of an ecosystem. It is the natural plant cover on earth which has developed without any human help. It, however, has been affected by our planet's natural forces such as storms and fires. Do you think the earth has its original vegetation cover even now? We can still see some of it in the wet equatorial areas and much of it in the coniferous forest and the Arctic tundra. What do you think happened to the other areas? How have humans changed the vegetation patterns of the world? Fact file. The eucalyptus tree was taken from its natural habitat in Australia and transplanted in far-off places such as India, California and North Africa. Categories of natural vegetation. There are many ways to classify plant associations. For broad geographical purposes, emphasis is usually given on the structure and appearance of dominant plants. One of the plant association is given. Number 1. Forest. It refers to the large tracts of land covered by trees and shrubs. In a forest, there is a thick and dense growth of trees. Canopies are visible, sometimes due to the overcrowding. You can see in this image forest. Number 2. Shrubland. Shrublands are plants association which are dominated by relatively short woody plants, which are called shrubs or short height trees with horizontal growth, with several stems branching near ground. In this image, you can see shrubland. Number 3. Grasslands. It contains scattered trees and shrubs and the landscape is dominated by grasses and plants. Some of the grasslands are prairies in North America, pampas in South America, velds in South Africa and downs in Australia. You can see grasslands in this image. Tundra. Tundra is a mix of very low plants which includes grasses, short height shrubs, mosses and lichens. There is complete absence of trees. Tundra vegetation is found in higher latitudes and altitudes where temperature is very low. In this image, you can see tundra vegetation. Each of these zones have wildlife specific to it, but sometimes the wildlife overlaps. Let us know more about each of these zones with their plant cover and the wildlife. Forest. Forests are the large tracts of continuous land which are dominated by trees and a dense canopy. Trees require a lot of water, so you will find forest in moist areas with at least one warm season. Forest can be further divided into 6 subtypes. Number 1. Tropical evergreen rainforest. Location: These forests are found in the hot and wet equatorial regions and tropical areas that have heavy rainfall. The Amazon basin of South America, Selva, the Congo basin of Africa, and the countries in Southeast Asia have such forests. This is the picture of forest in the Amazon basin. Climatic conditions. These areas are hot and wet throughout the year. Same climatic conditions keep the forest evergreen. There is no set time for shedding leaves. Characteristics. Trees grow up to height of 40 to 50 meters. A thick canopy is formed overhead, which prevents sunlight from reaching the ground. This is the picture of vegetation in tropical rainforest. Below the canopy are smaller trees which form their own layer. At the ground layer, there are many types of herbs, creepers, and climbers. Therefore, the trees do not shed their leaves in any particular season. The vegetation is mostly of evergreen type. Commercially useful broadleaf trees include mahogany, ebony, ironwood, rosewood, rubber, and cinchona. In the forest of Brazil, more than 300 varieties of trees are found. Wildlife. Rainforests have the largest variety and most colorful of animals life in the world. There are monkeys, apes, sloths, birds, etc. As tree dwellers, hippopotamus, snakes, pythons, frogs, crocodiles, etc. As ground and water dwellers, anaconda, one of the world's largest snakes, is found in these forests. These are the pictures of some wildlife: monkey and ape, crocodile, anaconda. Number 2. Tropical deciduous forest. Location. These are found in northern Australia, Central America, and in the large portion of India. Western Ghats in Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, West Odisha, Shivaliks in the North India. In this image, you can see the image of tropical deciduous forest. Climatic conditions. Warm areas and rainfall between 100 cm and 200 cm. Characteristics. The chief characteristic of deciduous vegetation is that the trees shed their leaves during a particular season, dry season. Previously, these trees existed in both temperate regions as well as monsoon regions. The vegetation of the temperate region has been cleared during the last 5,000 years of human civilization. Trees like oak, birch, maple, willow, and hickory were the dominant varieties. They now exist only in small areas of Europe, on high mountains, and in North China. Because of their rarity, temperate deciduous forests are no longer considered a distinct vegetation type. Wildlife. Langurs, monkeys, lions, tigers, elephants, etc. are the main animals of these forests. This is the picture of langurs. Number 3. Temperate evergreen forest. Location. These are located in the eastern margins of the continents in South China, southeastern USA, southeastern Brazil, Uruguay, etc. Climatic conditions. Rainy climate throughout the year with cool winters. Characteristics. These are the mixed forest with hardwood trees. The timber of these forests is valuable. The lowlands have generally mixed forest of coniferous and deciduous varieties, while the highlands have only coniferous trees. Oak, pine, wattle, eucalyptus, walnut, camphor, etc. are the main trees found in these forests. These are the images of oak tree, birch tree. Wildlife. The main animals are sheep and cattle, which are reared to get wool, meat, and skin. 4th. Temperate deciduous forest. Location. These forests are found in New Zealand, Japan, Northeast China, Northeast USA, Southern Chile, and in the Western Europe. Climatic condition. Rainfall is moderate, winters are cool. Characteristics. Trees shed leaves in autumn season and remain leafless throughout the winter. Birch, oak, ash, fir, maple, cedar, poplar are the main trees of these forests. These are the images of some wildlife. Fox, monal, pheasant. Wildlife. Animals like foxes, wolves, deer are common. Birds like monals and pheasants are also found here. Number 5. Mediterranean forest. The coastal lands of Europe and northwestern parts of Africa around the Mediterranean Sea form the largest area where this type of vegetation is found. Other places include California, parts of western and southern Australia, southwestern parts of South Africa, sections of Central Asia and central coast of Chile. Climatic conditions in this region, the summer season is dry. There is moderate rainfall, about 80 centimeter during the winter season. Characteristics: the Mediterranean region is characterized by warm and dry summers and cool and wet winters. The trees have thick bark and oily leaves that help them survive through the warm summers. These forests are found in all countries bordering the Mediterranean Sea, in California, in the USA, and southwest Australia. The important trees are cork oak and fig in the lower regions, and pine, cedar, and fir on higher altitudes. The major occupation is the large scale cultivation of citrus fruits like grapes, oranges, olives, etc. Wildlife includes the critically endangered Siberian lynx as well as brown bear, wolf, deer, and many species of rare birds. This is the picture of Siberian lynx. Number 6. Coniferous forest. Location. They are also called taiga forest and are found extensively in high latitudes between 50° north to 70° north and high mountains across Eurasia from the Atlantic and the Pacific coast, Norway, Sweden, Finland, Russia, and across North America, Canada. This is the picture of lumbering. Climatic conditions. In these areas, summers are cool and short while winters are long and cold. Characteristics. The vegetation consists of mostly evergreen trees that grow needles instead of leaves and cones instead of flowers. The trees are tall, softwood, and evergreen trees. Important varieties of trees found in these forests are char, pine, cedar, etc. These forests have abundant softwood trees. The woods of these trees are used for making pulp, which is used for manufacturing paper and newsprint. Matchboxes and packaging boxes are also made from softwood. As such, here lumbering is an important wildlife. These forests are the habitat of furry animals such as mink, silver fox, sable, ermine, moose, red fox, snowshoe, rabbit, and birds such as woodpecker, crossbill, warbler, grouse, hawk, and the great horned owl. These are the pictures of some wildlife: mink, silver fox, sable. Grasslands. Grasslands are the areas where the vegetation is dominated by continuous cover of grasses. This is the most widespread of all the vegetation types. They are found in areas where the growing period is short. Classified on the basis of latitude, grasslands are of two main types. First, temperate grasslands or steppes. Number 2, tropical grasslands or savannas. Number 1, temperate grasslands. Location. These are found in areas between deserts and temperate forests in North America, Argentina, and Eurasia. In the loop, India is ranked 10th in the world with 24.4% of land area under forest and tree cover. Even though it accounts for 2.4% of the world's surface area and sustain needs of 17% of human and 18% livestock of the world. Climatic conditions. Warm and moist summers, cold snowy winters. Characteristics. On account of scanty rainfall, trees are almost absent, but some trees like willow, alders, and poplars are found along water courses. Grass is very short, but prairie grasses are comparatively taller. In summer, the grasses turn brown and withers away in autumn. Wildlife. Herbivorous like asses, antelopes, horses are found. In the downs of Australia, kangaroos are found. Here, only small carnivore that include rodents and some reptiles are found. These are the images of some wildlife of grassland: wild asses, kangaroo, antelope. Number 2, tropical grasslands. Location. They occur within the tropical zones between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. They are commonly called savanna in Africa and campos in Brazil. Climatic conditions. Climatic conditions. Temperature is high and the amount of rainfall varies between 25 cm to 75 cm. Due to low amount of rainfall, thick forest cannot grow, so tall and thick grasses grows here with scattered trees. Cattle rearing is carried out on these grasslands. Characteristics. The vegetation of this region is best described as parkland vegetation. Clusters of trees go on decreasing, both in numbers and heights, from the margins of fact file. Tropical grasslands are known by different names in different countries. These are known as Campos in Brazil, Uruguay in Argentina, Llanos in Venezuela, and Parkland in America. Value and life skills. A wildlife sanctuary or a national park is built to not only showcase the variety of wildlife present in our country but also to preserve some endangered species. Human settlements and other activities such as hunting have brought many animals species on the brink of extinction. The to constitute national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, hunting animals is declared illegal or preserved in the national park and sanctuaries. Recapitulation. Natural vegetation is the natural plant cover on earth which has come up without any human help. Forests are large tracts of continuous land which are dominated by trees and dense canopy. Tropical evergreen forests are found in the hot and wet equatorial regions and tropical areas that have heavy rainfall. Elephants, rhinoceros, tigers, langurs are the typical animals of monsoon forests. Mediterranean forests are located along the western margins of continents. Grasslands are of two types: tropical grasslands, savannas, and temperate grasslands, steppes. A desert is a large area that supports only sparse vegetation. Tundra vegetation is found in the polar regions and high mountains. Population pressure has led to the deforestation and extinction of species. Thank you, class. Let's meet again in the next chapter.